In the most badass movie service show-off of history, Josue and Tay team up to challenge MoviePass and AMC Stubs A-List in the most critical month of movie-going history. Which service will come out on top and which will be left in the dust? This is MoviePass versus AMC Stubs A-List.
MoviePass took the world by storm when it announced in June of 2017 that it was going to release a plan that sounded too good to be true. People could go to the movies every single day and only spend $10 a month. Soon after MoviePass's ambitious announcement, a new player came into the game. MoviePass pretty much walked into the space as the digital streaming prodigy, giving people a reason to leave their houses and not watch Netflix, Hulu, or Vudu, but instead actually come back to the movie theaters, something that saw a decline in numbers in the most recent years. MoviePass pretty much thought they were the top dogs on the top of the industry, being the only thing bridging the gap from people actually seeing movies and at their house pretty much, and then actually going to the movie theater to check it out. So they pretty much went up to AMC, as like every other theater, offering their service to them, their app, and as well as their card service. And AMC pretty much was like, nah. AMC created their own service called AMC Stubs A to pretty much go ahead and rival and give some sort of alternative to MoviePass. But which movie service is right for you? Or better question, which movie service will actually be around long enough for it to actually be worth it for you to go ahead and download the app and actually sign up for the service. I made a video about MoviePass a few months ago, and I talked about how I pretty much signed up at the beginning of their announcement and how it was really worth it for the first 4 months, but after that, not so much. And with article after article coming out talking about MoviePass, things aren't looking too positive right now for the movie subscription service. However, this video is to compare overall the differences and similarities and just overall what you get with MoviePass versus AMC Stubs A. This is going to be a huge comparison, analytical review of both movie services. We're going to focus on the price, the app, and the actual experience of using MoviePass versus using AMC Stubs A. So straight up, MoviePass was the first movie subscription service I was actually a part of, and they were the first app I actually downloaded. And their app is pretty straightforward. They had some updates from what it originally was. Now it's much more visually pleasing. It looks kind of like what you're used to seeing on like Netflix when you scroll through their interface. They got new releases at the top, and then usually at the above that they'll have some sort of movie. Right now it's the Arctic on my app. They usually have a movie that they're highlighting, that they're showcasing. That's probably just a blockbuster you probably can't even see depending on the service that you have. Kind of salty about that, but we'll jump into that in a second. After that, you got Now Playing, so just whatever sort of playing. Top box office, so the biggest movies out there, the most expensive ones, you know, $100 million plus budgets, and then coming soon. Over in the middle tab, you have your theaters, and you can look at that through a list view that sort of shows the theaters closest to you. So me being Logan Square, I got Regal Cinema, Logan Theater, Webster Place is a little further away, but that's pretty much all the options I got. Over in your account, you got your account details, history, just a bunch of different stuff that shows. You can see when your account refreshes, how many movies you have left in your current billing cycle. So specifically for MoviePass, you get 3 movies in every single cycle. They don't roll over, so you have that cycle to use them. If you don't use them, then you just, you know, used your money for that month and you didn't watch any movies. We can also search movies in the upper right hand corner with the search button. That's pretty nice, but every now and then if they don't have a showing, instead of just saying that they don't have a showing, it'll just show like an error message, which is kind of frustrating because it should just show that, you know, movie's not being seen. My plan specifically is the most premier plan that you could use, and that was Now. Originally, when I first had MoviePass, I got it on Christmas for the $6.95 special that they were doing, where you paid in bulk and it was $6.95 which was awesome. I mean, without a doubt, that was like one of the coolest deals ever. The only thing that sucked was that pretty much after the 4 months, it was kind of useless. They didn't really have any movie options available. They do what's called movies on a rolling basis now, which means some movies are available for a day, but not others. And you have to check the app constantly. And so it's not really like set in stone. It's not really reliable either. For this comparison though, I'm comparing the Premier plan of both AMC Stubs A-List and MoviePass. So both of those are around $19.95, but with taxes and everything comes out to about like 24 bucks for the month. And with MoviePass, you get the 3 movies, and with that Premier plan, you also get to see not only 2D movies, but also 3D movies and IMAX movies. So that's a big thing to note. With the $9.95 plan or any other lower plan, you don't get to see those IMAX movies. And these are all things that are listed on their website, but if you're gonna be signed up to MoviePass, you want to probably be on their newsletter also, because things change constantly. I mean, all the time they're just changing. One day it's different, the next week it's another thing. You don't really ever know what's going on with MoviePass. There's always just something different happening. So I would recommend that if you are using MoviePass or you're thinking about signing up for MoviePass, you stay on that newsletter, because it's going to change, and it's going to change a lot. As far as MoviePass, some of the pros is that it could go for any movie theater. So you're not only limited to AMC movies, you're not only limited to Regal movies, but you could go anywhere. And I think that's really big for a lot of local places like Logan Theater or Music Box or other family-owned movie theaters. That's going to be huge for them, because they actually get an opportunity, or you actually get the opportunity to go and visit where you might be more inclined to, I don't know, visit an AMC or something like that. And with the huge variety of locations, you can change it up. You can go to a bunch of different places. As I said, here in Logan Square, closest places to me, big wise are, like big movie theater chain wise, are Regal Webster and Regal Webster Place and Regal over on Western. So those are the 2 biggest like theater chains I go to. But if I'm trying to hit up a local place, I'm gonna hit up Logan Theater over on Milwaukee. It's much smaller, but it's really cool. And that's just like, that's a nice like sort of incentive to having that. When it comes to AMC, they have only their movie theater options available. It's not like you can have AMC Stubs A, book a movie, and then go to Logan Theater. That's not how that works. It's only for AMC theaters. So that's like kind of a con. As far as pricing for both is going to be the same. Obviously, if you're in the most premier plan, they're going to be around the 24 bucks that I just mentioned. However, what that actually comes with, I think you get a better bang for your buck if you're with AMC, because you get not 3 movies a month, but 3 movies a week. It's a lot different, but similar to the MoviePass, to sort of what MoviePass was originally, which is where they gave you a movie a day, but now you get 3 a week, and then it refreshes after that week's up. So that's really cool. As far as MoviePass, my girlfriend actually joined me, and she was still on the $9.95 plan. And so a lot of times we're able to compare and contrast her like MoviePass experience versus my MoviePass experience. And you could just see a huge disparity between the $9.95 plan and the $19.95 plan. I mean, there was actually zero times where we were able to go see a movie at the same exact time with the MoviePass app. It didn't matter the rolling basis. It didn't matter, any of that stuff. We were never able to go see a movie together. We are here at our official first time coming to the movies, and it's kind of a bummer because we're currently using MoviePass, and Tay saw a screening earlier. So we have 2 different plans. I have the Premier plan. She has the regular plan. Give me a second. She has the regular lowest tier plan. And for some reason the listing, those showed earlier today in the afternoon at around like 6 o'clock when we checked again for the listing, was gone. So
nothing.
So that's really weird. Don't know what that's about. I have all my listings, but obviously I'm on the higher tiered plan. I don't understand why a listing would be there at the beginning of the day and not there at the end of the day. But whatever, we just roll with the punches. We're still gonna go see a movie. I always had the availability. I always had the show time. And for her, she like never had it. I mean, that just goes to talk about like the unreliability of this all.
and MoviePass, and I'm not trying to like sound salty with MoviePass. Like I love them when I first got it, but it's kind of like a skeleton of what it used to be. And I got like some hate on my other video of MoviePass, and it's just like, look, MoviePass was good, but now it's a very different story. And I'll just put it that way. To try to be nice, I'm gonna just put it that way. It's a really different story now than what it was originally. 0 times we were able to see a movie together at the same time. Like we went to go see Aquaman, we went to go see, what was it, Vice. We went to go see Vice, and pretty much every single time what pretty much happened was that I would like use my MoviePass and check in because I more or less always had it, and for her we would just like split the ticket halfway because, you know, it's just that's just how it was. But with AMC though, I mean, there was no issue there. It was a really smooth process. For app usage, one of the things that's really cool about the AMC app, and that's different than the MoviePass app, is that the AMC app is for anyone who just wants the AMC app. Like you don't gotta be a subscriber or anything to it. If you want to download the AMC app, you could do that even if you're not like part of the Premier program. So off the bat, that's like a lot more availability because, you know, no one's gotta like commit to $20 a month to use that app. And I think that's really smart on their part. Whereas MoviePass, you know, even if you wanted information on a movie, like that's something they could do, but you can't use the MoviePass app unless you're actually on a subscription. So right away you go ahead and you see that there's the See a Movie tab, Our Theaters tab, Food and Drinks tab, My AMC. You can scan for your membership, but again, like that could be like your free membership, but you can still scan to like get points and whatnot. You got the coming soon on top, my reminders, up in the upper right hand corner, search functions, as well as the ability to look at your account. But if you are paying for the service, you're gonna go to My AMC because that's what's gonna have like everything. You got tickets to your left in that tab, you got rewards in the middle, and A-List on the far right. And you can pretty much see this week's movie, how many slots you have available. If you got 3 movies, if you've seen one already, you'll see them like stock up here. You can make a reservation, you can see your rewards and how many you have like stocked up already. So that's all really cool. And then you can see tickets, so that's like upcoming events. So if you were to book a movie and that was coming up in an hour or whatnot, then you can go ahead and go to that ticket section, check it out, and you can see what you got coming up. One of the things I really liked was that you could actually see previews for the movie in the app, so like a trailer. So you could literally click on like whatever, and you would click the movie, and if you want to know more about it, you can do more information, and it gives you the ability to watch the trailer and check out reviews from IMDb. So that's really huge because all in app, and as far as like being the most convenient like one-stop shop sort of thing, just in app right there, being able to do all that is like super cool. The closest thing MoviePass sort of has to this is like giving you a synopsis of the movie, and that works okay. But you know, as far as like being able to like see a trailer and stuff, like a lot of times when I first was using the MoviePass app, I would click on I'd pretty much be bouncing between like YouTube and that app, trying to catch a trailer and see if I even want to like, you know, watch the movie. AMC also gives you the ability to check out things in 3D, IMAX, Dolby Digital, I mean just all across the board. If you're on the Premier AMC app, you can check out anything across the board. There's no limitations. Tay and I checked out an IMAX movie, it was Alita Battle Angel, and we just checked that out like last week. It was in 3D and IMAX, and it was the same exact process. You can also book tickets days in advance, so it doesn't have to be the same day, which is one of the biggest things that MoviePass sort of like struggled with. It was like same day, no exceptions. You had to like get your movie ticket that day, and that's like kind of inconvenient. You also had to be in person. So as far as like the whole idea of just like being able to get your ticket and then show up, like no, for MoviePass, there was like a movie, not for this review process, but a while back ago, where I was like gonna go see that movie later at like 6 o'clock, but at 11 in the morning I had to like go get the ticket because I was gonna be like leaving work right away and running to the theater. So that's like kind of inconvenient. But with AMC, that doesn't happen. Like you could book it for today, you could book it for tomorrow, you could book for multiple people also. So the way AMC app works is that you could pick multiple seats, and the way it checks out is, you know, you could put like, make one of these my reservation, or even make two, because they're not specific to a day. You just get 3 a week, but all 3 of those could be used up on one day. So if you wanted to like get one for you, put one out for your girlfriend or your, you know, your significant other or your friend or anything else like that, you could do all of that. Or like your friends Venmo you or something like that, you could just do it like all in app, all at the same exact time. So that's like, again, that's about like, you're talking about like versatility there. Like this app is much more versatile than the MoviePass app. The limitations to the AMC one is probably the actual physical ability to only be able to go to an AMC theater versus the MoviePass unlimited, like full range of whoever signed up with them. So you could be at Cinemark, you could be Cinemark, you could be at Regal, you could be at AMC, you could be at a local place, you could be at all those places with MoviePass, but with AMC, you can only be at AMC. And I think they're the largest or the second largest. They're definitely up there, but AMC is like one of the largest movie chains in the country, so that's like a positive. But if you're like someone like me who's in Chicago, the only AMC we really have in city, or at least by me, is downtown, and downtown parking sucks, so I'm not going to be doing that. So most of the time I found myself actually driving out to suburbs in Rosemont and Skokie to check out like the movie theater, to check out the AMC. But like that, you know, goes into gas and everything, so like you sort of got to decide which one's good for you. But if you're already in a suburb and you're looking to buy a pass and you're by like an AMC already, like AMC would probably be your better bet versus MoviePass. If you only see movies like, I don't know, 1 movie a day, like you're not a crazy person like me who goes almost every day, then your best bet is probably to just go with MoviePass. But be prepared to, like, I would say be prepared to be let down quite a bit. Like if you're going to be spending that much and you only go to a movie theater like once a month anyways, even in that case, I'd say you might as well just get the AMC app, because then with AMC, if that's the one day of your month or whatever, then just go. If you're in the city, go to the suburbs. If you're in the suburbs, you already buy one, so you might as well just get AMC. in that case, I feel like I'm sounding like I'm bashing on MoviePass. I'm not trying to bash on MoviePass. There's just like, there's a lot of things that goes into this, and I feel like AMC just right now is much higher and just really bringing something valuable to their customers, whereas AMC really started like really high and on like a really positive note, and then it's just kind of like just kind of fell, like it just dropped. And I don't know, they're really focused on growth, and they got the growth, but then after the growth, well, you know what happened pretty much. So for the actual user experiences and the app and the pricing now being talked about, I want to touch real quickly on just like sort of business news and like an article that came out by Biz Journals that talked about how MoviePass is pretty much now cutting back. They recently just laid off some of their business development team, so that's not too like, it's obviously not too hot. They got some layoffs going on. They were at a high maximum staff of 80 people, and now they're employing around 50 people. So just sort of business aspect wise, it's not looking too stable. It's looking kind of shaky, and that's pretty much why I said which one will actually be around for you, like for it to be worth signing up. You know, AMC has only been growing and growing. When they first launched in June, the Sublist A, they went up to 175,000 subscribers, and as of December they have about 600,000 subscribers right now, and they're just continuing to go up. And one of the biggest differences specifically with that is that AMC has the ability, because it's their movie theater, to control every single aspect of that subscription service, like make up for the subscription. So do they push people to get more concessions, or do they, are they, how are they working with multiple people getting on there? But also they didn't jump to every single day you get every single movie only for $10. Immediately, like right off the bat, it was 3 movies, so there was a limitation per week. And then you had to wait for it to like reload, or if you wanted to go again, then you just paid the regular price. And they also went at a higher price than MoviePass, and this was just all based off of their market research and what they believed would be a sustainable thing. So I'm hoping that this is still a pretty new development for AMC, and they actually did take a loss of about $6.9 million due to the launch of Stubs A-List. They pretty much took a hit of $6.9 million in profit because of the launch. But compared to MoviePass's loss of about $247 million, that's not a bad loss at all. And they're establishing something that is probably going to make them more versatile and much more attractive to people looking to go to the movies in the future and looking to have that sort of Netflix in real life experience. With that being said, are you interested in checking out the MoviePass or the AMC Stubs A-List A service? Let me know which way you're sort of like leaning and why you're leaning there. If you're like a hardcore MoviePass fan and like, you commented on my last video trying to come at me, like I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt, but like understand it. It's just AMC right now is really killing it in my opinion, and I hope they keep it around. I think all in all, the legacy that sort of MoviePass has like brought and kept, and we'll see where MoviePass goes, but if they fail and they disappear, the legacy is that they actually forced the industry to innovate and to restructure how it was, because no one was going to the movies. No one was paying, $10, $12, $13 sometimes. I've even seen prices as high as like $15 for a movie before. Like, no one was doing that, and they were seeing a huge decrease in their attendance. So really, MoviePass, the legacy they sort of brought was making people interested in the movie, like in the movie theater experience, and making them get back in there. There was a huge increase in attendance, movie theaters all across the board with MoviePass, and I think that is definitely something they should get credit for. But AMC is coming. They've sort of seen like the guinea pig of MoviePass, and I think that they're taking this opportunity, seeing sort of where they fell short, to build upon that and do something better. But like I said, let me know what you think down in the comments below. Once again, my name is Josué and I live in Chicago, the greatest city in the world, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.